Well, the Okanagan division in the KIJHL is pretty well set as far as standings go and who's going to meet who in the first round of the playoffs. It's the first time the Okanagan division knows who will meet in playoffs while still having 6 weeks to go in the regular schedule. Summerland finally beat the Osoyoos Coyotes in a regular scheduled game. That's their first win of that kind since February 21st in 2014, almost 2 full seasons ago. The Osoyoos looked like they were going to extend that string as they opened up a 2-goal lead. Let's check out how that came about. First of all, the game Sunday afternoon in Oliver, and the Osoyoos opens the scoring just past the 12-minute mark. And Carter Robinson comes around the back with a steam goal, catching Matthew Huber slow to cover the corner. He tucks it in and a wraparound goal. Coyotes up 1-0. Coyotes go up 2-0 midway through the second period. Reiner Glimpel connects in a power play. Steam tried to clear the zone, but it's held in by Matthew Adams. His shot from the point goes off goaltender Matthew Huber, off the crossbar, under the stick of the Coyote captain, who put it in the twine for his 21st goal. The Steam continued to fight back, and over the final half of the game had a little better of the play. And their comeback started with the Coyotes failing to clear the zone as Paulson Letard kept the puck in and fed blue liner Calvin Hadley. His shot was tipped in by Jack Mills in front of the Coyotes goaltender Brett Souls. 2-1 for the Yotes. Then Paulson Letard took a pass from Adam Jones, made a great move to get inside the Coyote defenseman. That put him in alone on Souls. He was able to beat him on the stick side. That ties the game 2-2 with 48 seconds left in the second period. Then the winning goal came with just under 6 minutes left in the third period. Defenseman Calvin Hadley went on a solo dash. It pays off. He let a blistering slap shot go that beat Brett Souls cleanly to the top left corner, and that was the game winner. Well, it was a huge moral victory for Summerland. They no longer think the Coyotes are invincible, but it won't do anything to change the standings, as all teams feel that the way it stands now is the order they'll enter playoffs, with Princeton out of it and a much improved fourth-place North Okanagan meeting Osoyoos in round 1, while the Coyotes hope that Summerland and Kelowna will pound each other in their opening rounds. It's not written in stone as yet, but that's how it's shaping up. Coyotes and the Princeton posse made a trade after the game, and before the midnight trading deadline on Sunday, Coyotes shipping backup goaltender Adam Jones and forward defenseman Big Jake Raihori to the posse in exchange for goaltender Stephen Heslop, who played 14 games for the posse and then saw considerable action with West Kelowna in the BC Junior Hockey League. Also returning to Osoyoos was forward Drew Carter, who was with the Osoyoos Coyotes last year before spending most of the season with Nelson. He was before going to Princeton at the start of this year. Now his 14 goals and 16 assists this season puts him fourth in team scoring for the Coyotes. However, with Princeton, Carter's 30 points was tops on the team. Both Brett Souls and Stephen Heslop are in their final year of junior hockey. Drew Carter still has 2 more years to go. Oddly enough, when the Coyotes traded last November for Brett Souls from Nelson, the Leafs wanted Drew Carter along with goaltender Brandon Lockett. Coyote coach Ken Law not wanting to part with Carter, he did need a starting goaltender. Meanwhile, the Summerland Osoyoos clash in Oliver drew almost 350 fans for the Sunday afternoon encounter, making it the largest crowd to see the Coyotes play at the Oliver Arena. Reiner Glimpel's 21st goal of the year ties his output last year when he led the team with 21 goals and 35 assists for 56 points. This season, Reiner has 21 goals, 40 assists, and leads the KIJHL scoring race by 5 points, and he still has 15 games to go in the regular schedule. And if you check last week's Osoyoos Times, the front page featured a picture of the Laura twins in Coyote sweaters. Evan Laura has seen some action this season as a forward, and his twin Tyler also was in goal for the Coyotes in a game in Princeton, stopping 22 of 23 shots for a Coyote 4-1 win. That was just before Christmas. He'll be looking to join Evan on this Coyote squad next year as one of the 2 goaltenders. The Coyotes are back in action on Saturday night at the Sun Bowl with our only American team, the Spokane Braves, providing the opposition. Game sponsor is Osoyoos Home Hardware. They have come up with a pair of tickets to see the Vancouver Canucks play the Calgary Flames February 6th in Vancouver. Tickets are $2 or 3 for $5, and there is a Chuck-a-Duck jackpot of $250. Game time 7:35. Then they'll hit the bus early Sunday morning for a 1 o'clock game in Armstrong against the North Oaken Knights, who it appears they beat the opening round, as we mentioned. And then they host the Knights 3 nights later, Wednesday, January 20th, which will be their last meeting before they waltz again together at playoff time. And to celebrate, the Coyote Cafe concession will be pumping out hot dogs at half price that evening. There's your lineup of what's coming up. Coyote Hockey, I'm Tom Shields.